the construction of the eye pieces. So as you see, a guy recommended online on the RPF that what you should do is get a jacket stub, which I've got loads of because I love making horror punk jackets. Get a jacket stud and just so I'll try and get it in camera, it might not be perfectly. Get a jacket stud and then use a bit of super glue around the edge, and then drop that. It's very difficult to do it, which I'm going to show you now because I'm going to do the second eye, and then hopefully I'll be able to show you the application of the eyes if the GoPro will allow me, because it's been such a shit. See, I'm going to, it's really tricky, especially once you start getting glue on your fingers. It makes it fucking really hard. So I'm going to mash that up with a bit of glue. We've got a bit of glue there. It's actually really easy to pull off if you fuck it up. Just pull it off, it's easy to get it off. Got a really steady hand at work. When I go to do this shit, it fucks it right up. There you go, so I'm going to drop it straight on there. Move it quick before, make sure it's lined up. That is pretty close to being perfect. Yep, that's really, there you go. So it's actually quite hard to get it lined up at first, but the first one I had to redo it a couple of times because it was just so off. So I'm going to hold that down, a few seconds, done. So there you go, eye spike number 2. Now these obviously are just meant to mimic the eye blades that come out. I've been filling this bit up with a bit more glue. Actually, there's plenty of glue in there. Yeah, so the idea now is that I'm going to drop these into the eyes. I'm going to fill the eyes with glue. Now, when he makes these, Viacross, actually, Andre Toulon, he actually puts a dip in for his own eye spikes. And no disrespect to his eye spikes, but, you know, they're plastic. You have to paint them metallic. I think it's going to be easier to do these. And actually, oh, fuck off. Ah, you fuck. This is what I mean. They're so tricky to fucking... You literally pick... Oh, look, I can't even hold the fucking things. I just keep dropping them. It's because they're kind of oval shape. And then because it's hit the fucking desk so hard, it's shot off the plastic. So let's put some dabs of glue there. Yeah, I mean, I've got a soldering kit. I could solder them on, but the thing is, once they're in his eyes, they won't be being smashed onto any kind of surface. Fuck me, you fucking... This is what the whole build has been, just me swearing, so... inanimate objects, but that's what the name of the game is. Yeah, so there's a bit more excess glue on that now. And all because I just lost a grip on it. I went to pick it up and they just, because they're oval shaped and my fucking fingers are absolutely mashed with glue. Oh, I knew I should have put extra glue in there. So now that looks a bit, oh, fuck me. It's on there pretty solid, but you know what I mean. I don't trust it. I'm going to have to stick a load of glue in the middle and hope that that helps keep it on. This is what I mean. It can I reckon it can handle being in the eyes of that. You know, it's only a puppet. I'm not going to be smashing it or anything. And I'm sure that it'll hold the eye spikes on. If it comes off, just glue it back on. Yeah, so what I did was I went out to the shop and I bought a size range of these. They're washers. I just bought what I thought looked like the right size. And lo and behold, it's exactly the right fucking size. And it fits perfectly into the slots that he's already provided there. You get a set of 300 for, you know, a few quid. So now they're together. Again, my fingers are so slippery now because of the glue that's all over them. But the idea is that, you know, when he's looking and there's light, there should be the glint. You need the ringlets, you know, because when you look at Blade, I nearly did it again. When you look at Blade, you know, you've got the circles and they're almost like his eye sort of pupil type things. And then you've got the spike when you look on the side view. So I think the spikes are good for Blade. I think that they help, they work for him. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little circle of glue in the middle of his eye and using the pliers. Now holding these and trying to drop them into that eye is really hard, even without slippery fingers. It's fucking near on impossible. So what I'm going to do is grab them with the pliers and then just drop them in with the pliers, and I've found that that works a lot better so far when I've done a couple of practice runs. Now, I don't want him to be cross-eyed. That would be like the worst nightmare. So here we go. I'm going to try and see if I can get it so you can see. I hope you can see it. I'm going to safety up these eye spikes first because I don't want them to. And also I want to make sure there's no fucking hairs on them. Bitch, it's unbelievable. Well, I'm going to get this fucking Lego man thing with money in it. Pick up this pad, notepad, my wife's drawn some shit on. Now I've got this spike from an iPad, an iPhone repair kit. It's too high up now. Means my GoPro's ran out of fucking. So I'm making it more difficult for myself. I wonder if it might have enough battery now. No, not in a million years. Yeah, so I'm going to try and do it so you can see. Here we go. GoPro. One-handed. So I'm going to put some glue in the eye. Scary business. Fuck up the paint. Put a shitload of glue in that eye then. And now where them spikes, I can't even see them. Oh, there they are. So it's got the glue. Grab the spike. Oh my fuck. No. He glued it in upside down. Oh, it's a bit of a fucking disaster, isn't it? Where's that fucking thing that I had? Oh, there it is. Right, now it's in position. Fucking push it down. Oh, you bitch. It's glued to the end of my fucking finger. Yeah, so just don't do it like this. Oh, there you go. So I've got this is an iPhone. What I'm going to do is just put that on there for a sec. I'm going to try and just shove it down and just hope and try and knock some of the glue off my paintwork there. So it's kind of pushed in and it's got the glue. So I just don't. So I pushed it down with a pokey thing. If you've ever smoked a bong, you know what a pokey thing is, or made a spliff. Look, I've got a pokey thing, I pushed it in there. Now looking from a distance and right up close, you can see it's looking pretty nice. So yeah, it was a bit of a nightmare there. It dropped at the wrong angle. And it looks a bit mucky now, but to be honest, again, it's not meant to look perfect anyway. It's meant to be a fucked up killer puppet. But yeah, I'm happy with that. It glints, it glows, it looks like an ice bike basically. It's got exactly the same makeup to it. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. Now putting the second one in, this is where I'm going to see if you good. I don't want him to look cross-eyed. Sorry to any cross-eyed people out there. But it's not what I want from a puppet. Now I'll put a load more glue on. Now I'm still not going to do it in my hand, even though the pliers barely did it before. I'm still going to use the pliers. Drop it in there. There you go. Ah, see, that worked a lot better this time, the pliers. Now I'm just going to push it into position. Now I did actually just have to adjust the angle a bit then, because it was looking a bit cross-eyed, which is what I was worried about. But now I've pushed it in. Oh, I'm having the nerdgasm again. I'm having the full moon nerdgasm again. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Yes, peoples, look at this. Fan-fucking-tastic. Oh, blade, blur. Ah, I'd put more blue tack up the L's. I think once I get enough blue tack up there, that'll be it. Oh, wow. See, I did have to put more blue tack up the backs of his jaw. You can see a bit of blue tack sticking out, but Oh, wow, wow. Oh, yes, I'm really happy with that. Don't do that, you fucking thing. Yeah. Wow. So, yeah, that just looks sensational, Queen Sherry, mate. That is absolute perfection. I think that's the best fucking looking ice spikes I've ever seen. I mean, I just copied that guy off the RPF, but to be honest, I was going to have that idea anyway because I've got a house full of ice, full of jacket studs, and it wouldn't take a genius to put them on a couple of. So yeah, and in a way, the bits of glue look a bit like the silver swirl that's meant to be in his eyes, which I didn't bother to put. He just looks fucking mint now. I'm 100% happy with that. Did it with one hand, trying to hold a fucking camera, so. I just think it looks fan-fucking-tastic. I'm going to go and whack it on his head. I'm in my pants, by the way. Oh, shit. Oh my fucking god. You piece of shit. Fuck you. Fucking. There you go, so. Bloody hell, all I wanted to do is get this figure, but it caused a kind of avalanche of toys. An avalanche of Puppet Master toys, in fact. And a Chucky Good Guys box. It all fell off the shelf and started hammering everything. So that's what it looks like on the head. Got the blade. So there we are. I'm happy with him. He looks stupendously good. Going to be on to, I think the next project, now that his head's pretty much done, it's going to be the clothes now. So the clothes, and then finish last with the weapons. I've got to wait till next payday to buy a file so I can file down that knife into shape and find the correct type of hook, which is also going to be tricky because it's such an odd hook. But yeah, I mean, I never expected to find a knife that was that good. So it's a really sharp knife. It's nearly cut me a few times, but being cut by a fucking evil puppet's what it's all about. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. So there you go. Fucking live. Look at that It t-shirt. So sick. So I'm going to drink some whiskey now. My wife's going out. And I'm probably just going to sit and stare at a Blade figure like a maniac. Yep. Shut your mouth. Look. So yeah. Yeah, the blue tack. I don't know. I need to stick something in there to slow that mouth dropping down. Maybe I should have done a bigger nail, but I don't know. I'd have been scared. It's just going to be ramming something, you know, up there that's going to slow it down a bit better. But there you are. Yay, fucking Blade.